Hello, good morning. It's Thursday morning from Edmonton Studio in London. My name is Daddy Chris, and this is Wake Up Nigeria. This is the show where we take a look at the newspapers, what the newspapers are saying in Nigeria. In other words, what is currently happening in Nigeria. That's what the newspaper writes about. So it's a current affairs issues where we talk about what is happening in the nation. And then we zero on issues affecting us as a people. Well, it's no more news that Nigeria is a corrupt country. I don't know why we want to live with that kind of bad name. It's no more news that people are hungry in the country, that diseases are killing us, that our education system is in trouble. In the midst of all this, I will have people using private jet, and there's hungry and anarchy in the land. Today, I'm going to repeat what I used to say most, and I'm going to repeat that a lot on the show today. I'm going to talk about the slavery which used to enslave ourselves. That will be my interest. But as we take a look at the papers, as usual, my girl is here. She's the only one joining me today. Beautiful Mary is here. Mary, how are you?
I'm fine, Chris. Good morning. How is London today?
Well, London is what it is. How is Abuja?
Abuja is fine. Like Abuja is cool. Just the whole strike. I think every sector wants to start going on strike right now. Yesterday
Hmm.
it was in the labor union, right? I wanted to go for indefinite strike yesterday, and today we are now seeing the educational sector actually wanting to go on strike. The NASU, they also want to go on strike, and they say if this continue, the ASU also we join them to go on a strike if the government does not meet with their salaries because of the salary issues. And they say where this strike will take place, they'll go to some government buildings and start their protests. So, and also there's a report of EFCC worker that commits suicide in his residence here in Abuja. Although they have refused to disclose his name. His name has not yet been disclosed, but he commits suicide and they are still investigating on the issues. These are some of the major things that happened in Abuja today.
Wow. It's quite interesting, Mary, but that I was having a very long discussion with somebody yesterday, and hopefully we'll have her on Saturday's show with us. She said something very disturbing that history has told us that what is going on in Nigeria will end up in a revolution. And because when the people are tired, what do you think will happen? Today, Mary, on my Facebook, I saw the idiot that have been running the affairs of my Ethiop West local government for years. They were dancing on Facebook. You understand?
Dancing for
Dancing because they're going to win the election again. Because, of course, they've managed to put the people together again. They're going to bribe some few people, and they're going to win. Mary, when you grow up in a system that is bad, you begin to accept that everything is good because it's not your fault. That's the
what?
system you know. You don't know
That's
anything
true.
better. The people in my place, they've not seen anything different. They've come out to see the new political dispensation which came with James Ibori, and now everybody follows the same James Ibori. Anyway, they are fighting now. Nobody is loyal to Ibori anymore to some extent. Some are no more loyal to him. And I can tell you, the PDP in my community is no more belonging to Ibori. It now belongs to another faction. It's good to see how this battle will play out because it's going to be tough because Ibori shifted. Ibori was in APC during the last election. I mean, he was supporting Omagege. So a lot happened, though because Okowa had a lot of money because he was a governor, he won. So I can see how this local government, whether Ibori is still interested or not.
Wait,
Anyway,
and Chris, did Okowa win because he had a lot of money, or he won because the people want him to be there?
no, are you talking to me? Do I look stupid? He won because of money. You know what he did? Yeah. You know
Oh,
what they
so
did?
which means you are going to say Tinubu won because he has money. As sad as it is, but that's
If
just
you're
the
not
truth
if
now.
you're not telling you say Tinubu won because of money, you be mumu. Tinubu won the election. In fact, Tinubu bought beavers. Somebody that tell us because the election was not going their way, beavers was no more working. The
Oh
beavers
my
that was
God.
said to be proof, everything was fine. It was no more
It
working.
began to fail. It began to fail all of a sudden.
I
Oh my
mean,
God.
beavers just begin to fail and Tinubu begin to win in Jesus' name. Do like this.
I wonder the kind of
Amen.
money that this INEC staff normally get during this election, that they will just seal their heart, like they'll just kill their conscience and do whatever they want to do. I want the kind of amount they share to them.
I don't really want to blame the INEC of people because the last time I came on this show, what did I say? I said, you said, oh, there's limit to what money can buy. And we argued. And I said, if you're offered $1 million for one night, you say, no, 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 $1 million one night. Mary. Not be only one night, you know, carry body go. See, this is how it, so that is how it is, you understand? So you got to think, babe, the money is tempting. Sometimes when you're talking about the kind of money we're talking about, and a promise of a lifetime, you know, a lifetime cruise. Not only that they ate the money, they still eating the money now. Do anytime Mahmoud enter Asu Rock, my
But
boy
that
is it.
is 4 years is too far for somebody to misbehave, because something I know is any money that these people were able to get during that election, at least by now it should have finished now.
No,
Because
no,
this is
no,
what I was
no,
saying
no.
yesterday.
You cannot finish the kind of money Mahmoud would have gotten from Tinubu. I beg, go leave that one. Though we're not sure, we're speculating. This is an international media. We don't have to speculate, but we do know, sir, that a lot of things happen. Beavers fail for a reason. We don't know why it failed, but it failed for all the wrong reasons, and you know that. May prosperity judge us. I know some of us are afraid to say it. Of course, I don't have evidence to say, President Tinubu, you did give money to this man, but we know what happened. What I was trying to say is this young man that put me into Tinubu matter. I'm saying that because of the amount of money that Okowa spent, no, Okowa was able to convert the state. In fact, there was a time they would say, anywhere Okowa go, I go. Even people from my village, people that Beru brought up, may tell you how powerful money is. These are people that were loyal to Ebori. They call Oga, Oga, Oga. But when the time comes, they say, anywhere Okowa go, I go. You know what that one mean? Because they want to sustain their daily bread. Because if Okowa come in and they know that Okowa is now on the ground, is the one controlling the apparatus of the state. So this is what the power governors have. When I say governors are criminals, you think it's a joke. The governor have the power to
Any
control the local.
means,
Yes.
that's true.
They control the local government. They have the money, the resources. In fact, they begin to change the structure of the state. Okowa managed to change even the electoral college in a way that he now favors him more. So Okowa was able to maneuver the primaries to his favor. In fact, everybody was saying, anywhere Okowa go, I go. Okowa had won. Okowa brought in the Boriwori. If it's the Boriwori will not be there. Would have had a different governor. You understand? So that is how the battle. Well, it's good that the battle happened between the two of them. It's not my business because none of them was going to be in the interest of the people. They're fighting for their own. I can swear. So whether Ibori is the Bori that won or Okowa that won, it's all bad for us. The best person will never win election in Delta State. And so it is in Nigeria. We know the truth. And most of you can be angry when Daddy Chris is talking. You know what it is, what is good about Daddy Chris? I am already like a stupid person. I don't give a damn anymore. Because if I don't say the truth at this age, for those of you that doesn't know my age, I am 57 years old. 5'7". If 57 years old man died, then they say, na young man died. Now lie. I have lived a good part of my life. So that's why I can come out and say it as it is. I know the younger ones may be afraid, so that's why I am privileged to do what I do. Yes, there is massive corruption in Nigeria. And if we're going to resolve that, it's maybe that brought this topical. I didn't want to talk about this. If Nigeria, if you people want to come out of where we are, it's going to start with the way we choose who vote for us. And that is the INEC we're talking about. As long as INEC can be bought by some few people, they won't care. Because they know at the end of the day, you know, your vote is not going to count. They're going to buy the vote from INEC, and that's it. But if not, if they know that you will revote on that day, on the day of this primary, now you're going to have the local government election coming up. Today in England, we are voting. For those of you that doesn't know, when I leave here now, I'm going to go and vote. I'm going to vote my conscience. Nobody's going to give me any money. However, the guy I vote, he might not even win, but I have done my own part. That is the only stake I have in the British state. I'm going to exercise this today. It's my right to decide who governed me in the next 5 years. And I am going to do it because I need a change in the system, or I need the person to continue to do what I want. I want Nigeria to be that state when people cannot vote, not when some, in fact, the people, I don't want to name your name, but Amori, I was ashamed to see you dancing again. There's something wrong with the Nigerian politics. This man has been there for years. He has never done anything good. The question I asked them is, he was going to Senate even. Thank God. You are not even tired that you no more wanted at this age. Now, wow. Your children should be the one running for office now. You will not even give them chance. Anyway, I like you, Sha, because you seem to be floating in the system and you continue to float. That is by the way. And today we have a lot that's going on in the papers, and we'll be taking a look at that. Like I
Like if the day
said,
I wrote this topic, I was actually trying to set my stuff. I said, let me come back and join you. I think my camera actually went off. So I wanted to know.
uh,
You said I brought this topic. Which topic did this I bring?
you're the one that said that you say that Tinubu won because of money, because I made a statement. I say before Uncle, you're the one that brought that one, not me. You're the one that
No,
accused
now
Tinubu.
it was a Kowa statement that you brought now. It was a Kowa statement
Make
that you
I
brought.
hear,
You brought the talk of Okowa,
no,
right? It's not
make
because
I
he
hear
has
say,
money. So
if not
let me throw
money,
the question to you.
wait, let me ask you this. That man they call Wike, if not money he had to influence Rivers State election, who is Wike to be talking and people will listen? What does he have? In fact, the thing I said to this politician is, maybe you guys overrate yourself. Who are you? Other than the money, that the power that the governor office has given to you, who are you? And you know why, Mary? I'm so happy that they get reduced to
Anyway,
nothing
that they
when they
have
get out of office. Mary, they get reduced to robos when they get out of office. I cannot see one of our former governor. That one interests me past. One Odwan, he has left office. He becomes nothing, practically nothing. He couldn't even make a speech on the last day in office. Anyway, Mary, it looks as if your system is not really going to help us. Eh? Are you there? Ah. This Abuja, this is my studio. You need to do a proper check-up of the studio. You know, say when person is sick, they will treat her well. Abuja needs to be treated.
on the stream.
Abuja needs to be treated. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Daddy Chris,
I
and
can
we'll
hear
be
you.
trying.
I can hear you.
Uh, but otherwise, sometimes your mouth is talking and it's not talking, and it's talking and it's not talking. You're like a woman quarreling with your boyfriend now.
Okay, I said no wonder, no wonder. I feel so bad when I see young people talking about that Peter Obi lost because he could not share money. That Peter Obi does not understand what politics is all about. He was not supposed to come out. That who thinks he will win an election without actually sharing money to the people? Then it now makes me understand that this is the kind of shallow mindset that these people have. So they believe that you should only win election because you share money to the people. It is when you share money to the people that is when you can win election. I was expecting talks like maybe because he merits it, or maybe he fits into that position. But what I'm hearing is that he came to tell people that he's not the type that will give them money for him to win election. That how was he expecting? You understand that people that were advising Peter Obi, they were the one that actually spoiled the show for him. They were supposed to let him understand the system of Nigerian.
Lady, as you are
But
talking, I'm putting on I'm lacing up my suit because that's a big topic. You know, Peter Obi proved me right. All right. You know, Mary, and I'm
But
going to
people
repeat.
were against it. Some people were against it. They said he was supposed to share money.
No,
But why
no,
we did
Mary,
not share money?
no,
I expecting
no.
victory.
The only reason I come on this show and talk about Peter Obi all the time is because he proved me right. You know, there's a time I came on my show and I said, I am prophesying and I'm repeating it today that a young boy will come out and come up with a good news, a message of hope, and everybody in Nigeria will contribute money towards his campaign and will win election. I'm saying the person will not give us a penny. We will contribute towards his campaign and win election. The reason I know Peter did it, Peter won 12 states, oh, so don't get it wrong. He won 12
He did.
states.
He
And
did. So the mindset of people saying that he was expecting victory when he did not share money, those people are the problem we have in Nigeria.
Peter Obi is a hero. In the history of Nigerian election, there has never been anybody like Peter Obi. And the reason he won, and this is my Mary, you see, I always ask people on Sunday, last Sunday you went to church, right?
Yes.
Mary, do you go to church on Sunday?
Yes, Daddy Chris.
Okay.
You're asking me again. It's like you're doubting.
I know, no, sometimes I doubt now. But anyway, I take you for your words. When you went to church, say the Reverend Father finished preaching and you put hand in your pocket and you drop money, right? And the offering without nobody forcing you. Because you feel good that it is right to drop the money, right?
Yes, and people that did not stand up to drop offering, nobody forced them. It's not everybody that gives offering every Sunday. Some people might not have, and nobody
Yes.
forced you to
No,
stand up.
which is a good thing, Mary. What I'm saying is that if Nigerians will go to church every Sunday, and somebody, a young boy, sometimes some of them are village fools too. They are not different from our politicians. They come on the altar, man the altar, lie, and they make you to put out money. They appeal to your conscience, and you bring that money to a God you don't see. I'm using that word. I believe in God. But for the guy is deceiving you. He's telling you that God said you should drop money. There's a one I saw now. You know, this guy in Port Harcourt, he's dealing with all the pastors seriously. Honestly. He said, a guy said, no, because there's one fool of the, is he of the, that guy, he said he made it, he said when he hasn't had the house, that he made an offering of $1 million.
Hmm.
In fact, it's an annoying big fool, I wish I can say. And the guy of Port Harcourt was accusing him. It was so nice to look at the pastors fighting. This guy is speaking the truth now. He's the only one speaking against this act of tithe. That's not my topic. What I'm trying to say is that if somebody like that will come and preach and appeal to your conscience and make you to drop money, knowing that the guy is a village fool, is lying, but you still put money because you believe in his mission. That's what I call a message of hope. They come to us with hope. They know we are hopeless as it is in the country. So if somebody tell you, if I touch you, your home will be blessed. You will have more money. You will get a new husband. You're going to marry. You're going to be in UK. You're going to be. You're going to buy and you're going to contribute money to that. That is it. In fact, they even sleep with our wife without life. We're not going to that. What I'm trying to say is that if we could do that, meaning if somebody preaches us a hope of a better Nigeria, we will not only support him, we will contribute to his campaign. And Peter demonstrated it. I know of 20 people in London who were ready to drop £10,000 to contribute to Peter's campaign without anything. Wow. They wanted a change. You understand? In fact, I said to Peter, you didn't raise money. Peter did not go round. You see, you don't, Peter, the part, maybe you need to learn from this now. If Peter has gone round in the act of fundraising, they will be stopping him from raising money. Ask what Obama did. Obama was raising too much money for his campaign. It was too much. The government have to step in. So, with the position Peter was, if Labour Party had then bank on fundraising, Tinubu for run, there's no way Tinubu would have had more money than us. A lot of us
really?
Peter's money. Yes, so we have so much money. If I tell you the amount of money that comes every day, how much Tinubu get? We Nigerians were ready to contribute to that campaign. And that's what I'm saying to Peter. You don't start election from this now. You start now by fundraising. Put a structure in place. We will contribute money because we want to keep the old fools out of office. We know we're going to put our mouth where our money is. We know that. We know you were defeated because of money. The ordinary Nigerian, if they want to spend money, we spend money with them.
But it's sad. It's sad that somebody will lose a particular position because of money.
Yeah, because that is
really all about money right now.
Mary, we have to deal with the reality. People are hungry. When a person is hungry, it's what you give, it's what the person sees first he wants. You understand? It's like, hey, you want to marry a beautiful girl. Mary, now if I come to you, you know, say I not get food to feed you, you know, marry me. You know, swear for you. Now only two men when they swear for, I go marry a guy when they will take care of you. You know this man is poor, he cannot take care of you. He go tell you, unless you see some future. Nobody want to suffer. So if somebody comes to vote for me, take this small one, go and eat today. The country is going to be better. You understand? It might work. We want to spend with them where they are. Any step they take, Peter would have been competing with them. Hands down. But we will do that. And then when Peter gets to office, he will now say, the days of money politics will be over. And then we'll begin to preach that message. Anyway, my people, we're going to take a look at the newspaper, as I said. I believe in Nigeria. I love Nigeria. Many of you do. But sometimes we don't put our mouth where our money is. And it's sad. We need to put our mouth where our money is. You know, and that is the only way we can make a better country. Today, we're going to take a look at the papers, more like unlike before. I want to take a look at the papers. But before I do that, I just want to touch on one small thing, which is the battle between the Labour and the federal government. I've said it again and again, and you guys know my opinion. It is wrong. It is wrong to address this issue from moral point of view. It's economically valuable. It's the best step Nigeria need right now. If Tinubu is sincere, if Tinubu want to run a better state, then Tinubu should be embracing the labor movement, what the labor is saying. Let me explain this before I'll go out of this discussion, because I'm talking too much now. If today Nigerians are getting 1 million naira payment salary, the country would be more stabilized, there will be less crime, and guess what? That's not the problem. See, if there will be less crime, meaning there's more investment, more money will be coming in. I can't convince people to bring money to come and invest in Nigeria. I'm doing an event on Nigerian Week. It's difficult. It's a hard sell to tell people go and put your money there because there's insecurity in the land. Nobody put his money in a deep ocean. It will flow away. So Nigeria is too insecure as it is, and 90% is because of the imbalance. Let me use the word between the rich and the poor. I use the word the imbalance, the unacceptable gap between the rich and the poor. The same country where people that were former governors use private jets, the ordinary people don't have food to eat. The man that is using private jet is from if you see his father, tell him they bring Papa out from a very poor home who stole money because he managed to get into office. Today, he's using private jet. The ordinary people cannot eat. And it's exactly what you see. How can a senator of any country go close to 10 million on a monthly basis? I'm using it to, they go home over 50 million monthly. The ordinary person cannot get a decent salary of 1 million naira. We are fighting for 60,000 naira. President Tinubu, are you insane? Are we crazy? Is it the kind of country we live in? It's unacceptable. And until this anarchy, this self-created trouble is taken out of our land, we'll continue to suffer. I always say to people, it's okay to have big cars. It's okay to do everything. I'm only saying, if I'm the government, I'll say pay a little bit more so that we use the money to settle society. It's in your interest. Because when we do that, the country will be stable. Mary, how many, as soon as you're going to office today, how can you imagine the height of Nigerian fence? The height. So when you build a house now, the first thing they do is your height. They're telling us our office in Asaba, oh, we need to raise the fence. I say raise it to where?
Because they are with this, they have let me say let me not exempt myself as a Nigerian, because we're not used to the crime in the country. We take it, or we believe that when you build a house and your fence is not high, you're at risk. It means you are risking your own self. Because truly,
can you protect yourself from the outside? Are you not coming out? That house where you locked yourself, would you come out?
No, say put a fence that people cannot jump into. Then you now put barbed wire. You now put barbed wire.
But at the end of the day, you still come out. Your children will go to school. In fact, if Mario, what will be the joy if I have all the money? Is it not for me to be able to come out and maybe go out and impress some guests and maybe enjoy my life? Why will I be running because I have money? That's the problem in Nigeria. You have money, you become a victim of your own success. By imprisoning yourself. You know what I call that? You imprison yourself.
But the truth is, there's one sad reality in Nigeria. Only the poor freely move to anywhere they want in the country. Only the poor have that freedom of movement in Nigeria. The rich don't freely move in Nigeria. The rich,
you know what I said? Mary, God bless you. Mary, God bless you. God bless you. This morning, one of my fashion designers is supposed to come to UK. She was leaving Ughelli to Port Harcourt, and she said, "Are you at the bus stop?" Yes, I called her and I saw her there, and she's so relaxed. She's not worried. You understand? She's gonna jump on the bus. She's gonna get to Port Harcourt peacefully. But even me now, may I call Nigeria? Whether fear go let me enter from there to Port Harcourt, you know, I'll be scared. I'll be afraid. You understand? My friend in Asaba is refused to go home for security reason. You understand? Because when that Jeep enter road, is number one target. See, so maybe at the end of the day, you see the irony of the whole thing. The rich think they are getting richer, but as they begin, actually they imprison themselves. They cannot move freely in Nigeria. I'm happy you've realized this. So what is the pleasure in having all the money if you cannot move freely? I remember
the pleasure is only because they can travel out of the country. In fact, the only thing they enjoy as as leaders of this country that they travel. If for that is where they
Travel,
find job,
travel to where? Mary, they don't misbehave here.
you
I
can imagine.
swear, if your governor come down here, he behave. Otherwise, he's gonna be in prison. You see where Sekwerimadu? All of that, he will end up in prison. This system respect nobody, even our prime minister. You look at the former prime minister. Look at what they did to Boris Johnson. The man did not do anything. No, he only danced during the election, during the lockdown. The man only had good time. How many leaders? Our own, they took the food, they ate it, they didn't give to us. They are saying thank you to them. Thank you to them. And you are fighting somebody for just dancing. Maybe these people wake up. That is the crime of Boris Johnson. No? Boris Johnson not do anything else. So we are talking, and it's a serious issue. Very, very serious issue. We need to address it. We need to address this, man. That I'm happy that, in fact, if that is the only take home today, and I'm going to say to ordinary Nigerians, it's not me that said, it's Mary. Mary is the one bringing the topic. Mary said that the only people that travel freely in Nigeria, fact, are the poor.
Walk freely with their full chest. It's only the poor.
They can go to the bar, go back home.
There's no freedom of speech for the poor, right? There's no freedom of speech for the poor, but there's freedom of movement for the poor. But there's freedom of speech for the rich, but there's no freedom of movement for the rich.
No, they don't even have freedom of speech, Mary. The rich people are not talking. Because the poor men these days, if you see what is happening on the social media, gone are the days when only the rich are talking. The poor men are talking everything now on social media. So, and people watch more social media than that of bloody television. So who watch NTA? Who watch us anyway? So people are communicating every day. People are communicating now. So we have big map. The mobile phone is our access of talking now. So things are changing. And I'm saying to Nigerians, there will be a time with this internet that is on our mobile phone, revolution is too near. We should be worried. And the revolution is not going to affect me, poor man. You know who it's going to affect? The rich people. They are the one who's afraid. They are the one that owns private jet. They are the one that have mansions. If you don't have a mansion, if they fight, what do you concern you, Mary? You get us on a one breakdown. No, if the funniest thing, Mary, in my community now, I see all the money these guys have stolen. They built some houses. They are afraid because the day there will be fight. Now that house, people they first they go into that house first. Especially they know you were in office and you have made a lot of money. You were a village fool. You became a politician. You won the election and you became rich overnight. They will attack your house. You know that's why you are not even going anyhow. Can you imagine, Mary? Is it not better if we now come down and say, oh, maybe what Labour is doing is a solution to our problem? Let us think together. You know what I would say? I would say to the people, okay, you want us to pay you well, I'll pay you 1 million. But this is what? You must be productive. You understand? You come to office, you work your ass till that time you close and you go home. So that everybody can contribute. You're not going to get 1 million and sleep. Is it not a win-win so that the rich can now move freely like the poor man? How about that? So Labour is actually helping us. They are not fighting us. President Tinubu, governors, Labour is helping you. You, the rich man, Labour is actually helping you. You employ somebody in your office, the person is, in fact, this we are talking about, it's not only to government workers.
We have a lot of people that in their minds, like they have, or let me just say they're illiterate in their heart or in their mind. Because only the enlightened one understands what Labour is doing and actually pushing forward for it and encouraging them to keep doing it. But then there are still people that are saying Labour should collect the one federal government wants to give to them. They should stop doing guy before federal government will change their mind. So when I see those comments on the media, when I see those people, I now understand that honestly, it is not everybody that even understand what we are even saying. Some people, they just have this shallow mindset. They don't even have a clue of what is supposed to be done. How can you say Labour should just accept the one that federal government wants to give to them? That means these people, they are not even working. Because if they are working, you will not be saying that.
That's true.
You understand? That's why it's fighting for you people. I think Labour should collect the one federal government wants to give to them.
No, don't worry, Mary. Like I said before, if you blame the ordinary Nigerians who is poor and who doesn't understand what Labour is doing, then it's a wrong narrative. Leave those guys. They will join us. They will join the wagon, Mary. They will join the wagon when the time comes. The truth is, labor is fighting for the rich and the poor. Not only the poor, because if there is secure, if now, Mary, if somebody that is earning 1 million naira, he doesn't have time to go and fight. To
That's
he
true.
won't go home, go impress his family, won't send the child to good school.
At
Nigeria,
all. You
is
never even see the person complaining.
so imagine the kind of peace we will have. Then the rich people will be able to enjoy their money. And then the poor man have a place in society. That is what we say, we distribute the wealth. And this money, Tinubu is not going to come from only oil alone. You need to tax the rich. The rich will be happy to pay more tax. Maybe this is what I'm saying. Now, in this country now, my local government is giving us a lot of money. If I cannot pay for my house, this is the local government that will pay my rent. Oh, my local
Hmm.
government will pay for my rent because and meanwhile, if I am working and I'm paying my rent, I will pay council tax to my local government. You understand? The council tax is depending on the size of my house. If I'm living in a one-bedroom flat, like the one I used to live before, it's 1,000, it's 200 and some £250 a month. And if I live in a mansion, I'm going to pay close to 4,000 5,000 a month. This money,
Why
the
do
local
people
government,
pay? Is it that every month people pay this money, or you leave it like 1 year? Because like in Nigeria, it has to
every
put it
month,
like
oh, Mary, every month, if you don't pay your council
that
tax,
is why I'm saying that that system is more difficult. So what if you are not working?
no, Mary, this is a good thing. If you're not working, we'll be paying you.
If
If
it's
you're not
Nigeria now,
working,
that it's after 1 year you'll be thinking of paying renew your rent or pay your rent.
wait now, Mary.
You get
If you're
but
not,
that is
if you're not
every month.
working, if you're not working in any borough in London, the local government will pay you. The government will pay you. If you're working, that's when you pay. So the government is not stupid. They're not expecting money from you. Are you going to steal it? They will only take from you and they take the proportion that is necessary to be taken from you. And it's not going to affect your life at all. At the end of the day, we are living in a stable England. Stable. The only reason there's money to pay for our electricity. In fact, if there's no money, our electricity will go down. But because the system is generating enough money to sustain itself, I am saying it's not problem to pay more to sustain it. I believe in paying more. I believe in paying more for education, like I always say. I believe in paying more for electricity. But let it be sustainable. The government cannot continue to do that. But this is the problem.
Yeah, talking about electricity just reminded me. Like, okay, yesterday I read it in the news yesterday when I made research about some major happenings, and I saw that discos they actually had to disconnect the police headquarters owing for electricity. They listed a whole lot of them, a whole lot of our government offices that are owing. FCDA was not even excluded. Army headquarters also. And I said to myself, if all those people are owing for electricity, that means why won't we continue to have problems in the electric this sector in the
God
country?
bless you, my daughter.
No wonder
So
if you see them, they are much. I think if you see here, I can read them out for you to see. Like
please
a
do.
whole lot of them owing. And I was like, where do we start from? There are plenty, oh, plenty. Not
Government
funny.
parastatals.
Yes, look at the Nigerian Force Defence Headquarters, Federal Capital Development Authority, which is the one close to us, FCD, owing as well. Then Kogi State Government. Like I didn't see this one coming. Kogi State
Yaya
Government.
Bello
Where's
didn't pay
the
anything before he left.
Niger State Government?
Even Yaya
Police
Bello
Force
still dey owe
Headquarters.
electricity bill.
Nigeria Army
Jesus.
Barracks, Federal Ministry of Industry, Nigerian Police Force Headquarters. All this is headquarters. Oh. Nigeria Army Barracks, Powerhouse, Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation,
Hey,
SGF, House 1,
Benny, stop.
Head of
Stop, I
Service,
beg.
Ministry
This
of
is shameful.
Education, Ministry of Women Affairs,
Benny, wait.
Ministry of Next.
You get no one here. The government will shame them, sha. Can you imagine? Now, this is very interesting. Meaning they are not paying. Mary, where would they have money to sustain electricity? Is it magic? The people working there, would they not be paid?
It's not my fault now. It's the one that
Are
brought
they
out
not
the news
running?
now. It's even you said?
What I'm saying now is that's why I say pay more. Would the company not be run? Would they not maintain the system? Are the people not going to
My
be
own
paid?
is
If you don't pay them,
this
how will
list
they get money?
this list that are owing for discos that wants to be disconnected. This list that are owing, you understand? Is it that they are owing because they feel it's their right, or why are they owing for electricity? If I may
That's a
ask.
good that's a good question.
Is it that they
My
feel that it's
friend,
their right or what?
no, in fact, it's stupidity. And I tell you, that money somebody has buried it. Oh. Maybe the boss in that place. You know, there's no authority in Nigeria where you get to and you don't get rich. Because the money will not be used for the right thing. It will be diverted to the other pocket. It's not only the government now. Even the army are doing it. Have you seen police? Police headquarters, if you go there in a big place now, big man. Who are you
And
a
they're owing for
policeman?
light. And they're owing for
Something.
electricity. Ah.
Can it, so this is the thing we see, Mary. So
The kind of
until we
frustration
understand
that
this,
if they
eh,
tell me that FCDA is I don't even know why it's the one that shocked me the most. The kind of frustration that FCDA gives to people that own landed properties in Abuja. The way they act like they are the owners of Abuja and they are owing disco. Oh my god, no wonder Punch had to list them. Bring out the list, they are still much, oh. They are still much. Had to list all those government parastatals that are owing them. FCDA for that matter. No, now. This is not
anyway,
funny
Mary,
at
let's
all.
take a look at let's look at because on the papers this morning I saw this distressing flood situation. Let's take a look at the papers. Maybe that will help us to look at
Okay,
what is happening in the
we'll
country.
start with the
Yeah,
punch.
yes.
The big story on the punch: 10-hour rainfall. Business grounded. House collapse as flood overtakes Lagos. And the rider says 7 rescued from collapsed building. Flood induced traffic disrupt movement in Lagos, Ogun State. And that story is on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. And here we also have a story that says Labour, private sector protests as discos hike tariff again. And that's on page 21. And here we have another story that says customs intercept 1.6 billion naira military refuels from Turkey. And here we have another story that says 1.5 billion naira oil sector, $1.5 billion oil sector divestment deals completed. This is coming from the federal government on page 21. The National Assembly calls federal government slow on budget implementation, and that story is on page 22 of the Punch newspaper. Southeast leaders step up moves to free Nnamdi Kanu, and that story is on page 10 of the Punch newspaper. Father, son remanded for allegedly stealing 75 million naira from Lagos fame, and you can find that story on page 5 of the Punch newspaper. And here we have another story that says Sinnes probes $4 billion refinery repairs, hazardous diesel imports, and that's on page 22. And here you can see the pictures of the flood on in Oshodi, Agege, Ikeja. These are all the stories you have this morning on the Punch newspaper.
Yeah, in fact, that of Lagos, yes, I step you out a little bit so that we can, the audience can have an opportunity to feel. So when you see the big one there is Oshodi, look at this like a pool. You know, the place is. In fact, somebody shared the picture in at Lakey with me. It's amazing, amazing. In place like this, reptiles could be everywhere. In this time of cholera, this kind of water, this water now, Mary, the
Yeah.
outbreak of the disease will be more. And this
No wonder
is
Lagos keeps on recording high rates of cholera
cholera.
patients. They are still the highest for
That
now.
was before this time, oh. So it's going to grow
Yeah.
now because this water, the cholera is a waterborne disease. So it's gonna multiply in this fashion. I like a young lady was saying yesterday that how can you do things like this and you don't have where the water will run to? Lagos need to address this seriously. You know, the only kitchen I have in Lagos, I hope it's not going to be enveloped with water. Anyway, when we're looking at that, we'll be looking at that seriously. It's a very serious issue, and I know it's not going to happen in Lagos alone. Delta State have their own share. Kogi, that man, I want to take all the money run. I know saying that water they keep now for them. Not going to divest from me,
You see that
but
this
water will
flooding
come
thing
and
in Lagos is
you.
something that cannot be stopped. I really want to understand because it looks like
So,
it's every year when the
and
rain
then
starts.
where the water they run to, that is the question. Where is the water running to? We need channel our system well. And sometimes we use dirty things to block the drainage. So if you have a
Drainage.
situation like that, it will always be blocked. And there's the ministry are not working hard. That's why we have some of this ministry who are supposed to make sure that these things are working, running smoothly. You understand? In fact,
Yeah.
in the UK, before you build a house, they call you get permission for planning permission. You know, you go there and they give you permission. So because so that these are the things they consider, so that water can run, air will run, things will run well. You understand? Nigerians, I don't know whether because of money, our planning permission will not do their work. They will give you permission to go and build anyhow. That's why one house is here, one is there. But this is the end result. You think you are punishing somebody, you're punishing yourself. Now there's water. The water is now affecting me and you. You that is able to buy a good car, can you drive it on this water? In this, nobody can succeed alone. I cannot succeed if Nigeria fail. Maybe who am I going to enjoy my money with? Me, those of us that like women, Nigerian women. If they all everybody women out there, where I go see, I'm sorry, who I go see who enjoy the money with? You understand? At least if what are you working for? Maybe one day I go ask a question of women, or what do they even want to make money do? Because women now with money not good. You understand? But at least men, we don't say we want to be pressed.
Eh? Are we not supposed to work? Let me ask.
No. The question I asked Mary be say, a man that is working, he want to take impress girls. All these politicians, the money they thief so now side chick they eat up. Now what take can they do? Now, because woman to spend 1 penny. If woman spend 1 penny,
you hardly see any of those politicians' girlfriend working. You hardly see them work. Even if they are doing anything, it might be that they own their own businesses. They are now CEOs. They own their own stuff that they are running. But to come and do 9 to 5 for you, they won't, because they are seeing the money. Most of them they are placed on allowance. That's why you see that every time our government they're always losing money.
Yes, at least maybe that makes my point. The minute say the men when they thief they get the weighted money. You women when do not they gather the money? What not take they do? Who not they give out to?
Our own expenses is more than people's own. In fact, money can never be enough for
expenses. Which expenses?
We have a lot of things to handle to take care of. You don't need to even doubt.
We discussed that another day, but the bottom line, Nigerians, is you cannot be succeeding alone. All I was saying today is going back to the need to be our brother's keeper. And sometimes when we say we are be our brother's keeper, which the Bible say, you think you are helping God, but it's actually helping the society and helping yourself more. This is the irony of it, Mary. Maybe I can buy a good car. I don't want to pay a lot tax to the society. I can buy a good car. And now I have a Rolls-Royce. I have the best. And I didn't pay tax enough. At the end of the day, the roads are bad. There's no security in the land. Everybody is hungry. Who will I use the Rolls-Royce? The Rolls-Royce I have, I cannot have a good road to drive it. I will be afraid to come out because people are hungry outside. It is waste. It's a waste to have money in Nigeria. Like you really said, Mary, the rich are the they are the one who are most scared to come out. They are in a cage, they are in their own prison. Why they put the poor people in prison, the rich are in they created their own prison for themselves. So when I say that it was the rich people in Europe that introduced the welfare package, they didn't understand me. Maybe, what did I say? If you're not working here, if government will pay you. Why? Because the rich people said so. I better give them food to eat so that they will not come and attack us on the street. If there is hunger in England, the crime rate in Nigeria will be less than the one you see here. We will attack people, poor, rich people. Crime is not written in the blood. It's a product of a society. When people are hungry, they'll do everything to survive. Our natural instinct is to survive. That's the number one job as a human being, to survive. And you will do anything as a human being to survive. That's why you're ready to farm, you're ready to work, women are ready to prostitute. You will do everything to survive. It's your right, it's your number one instinct to survive. And when that chance is not there, you do anything to survive. In the UK, America, people still commit crime. And those who are committing crime, they are the poor ones. And because they are not so many, and because they raise a lot out of the level of poverty, that's why you see the crime rate on food, on all this kind of cheap crime being less. So in Nigeria, the only reason we are committing so much crime is not because we are bad people. It's because we are poor. We've been impoverished to the extent that we have no choice and we have to survive. And any act of survival might involve breaking the law. And I'm asking the rich man, you're able to buy all these beautiful cars. You're not, this is the funniest thing, Mary. You have money to send your child to school. You can't, because you have a lot of money. Now there's no good school in Nigeria. What do? You send the money abroad. Now, Mary, the same money that would have cost you less to send your child to school in Nigeria, you are paying heavily times 100 to send the child abroad. And when the child go abroad, you're not even sure the kind of education he's going to get, whether he will come back. The day you go die, self, the kid no go come. And that's one side of it. Number two, let's look at the health. You have a lot of money. I know many Nigerians can treat themselves. Like Tinubu, he can send himself abroad for treatment. Buhari was on our own money. But guess what? Those of you poor men, those of you are average people that have money to treat yourself, a time will come, British government will even give you a visa to come for treatment. Visa to come for treatment. So where would you be with your money? Meaning you will be dying with the money because you choose to survive alone. It is in the interest, what labor is doing is in the interest of me and you. That's what I'm saying. Because if we had done well and we pay people in the health sector well, then we have good people to treat us. The people in the health sector should be well treated, well paid. And they will be there to treat us. So the money we will use to go out on health tourism will be secured because they will be able to do the treatment. In fact, our system will be getting advanced. We are not stupid people. You cannot tell me we don't have trained medical professionals who can treat us. They are all outside. If we had a good country, they will be there treating us. Then you don't need to go abroad for treatment. I mean, there are cases where we can exchange this, but I don't think the British government is even happy to be treating your dead ass. Tinubu is sick, he fly him here. Are you dead? Get out. Get treated at home. Mother. I can't even say any bad thing to you because I can't say it here. I want to use all the bad words this morning. I've identified those of you sending your child abroad because the system is poor. I've identified you sending your medical treatment because the system is poor. You want to name more, you cannot drive on a good road because the system is poor. You are now, and that's the most important of it all, is you are in a cage. You imprison yourself because you are now afraid of, you are not a victim of your own success. No, you are not a victim of your success, you are a victim of your own greed. You become a victim of your own greed. Where does that leave you? Where does that leave us as a country? That is the big question of the day. Can we succeed alone? That the Chris is asking this difficult question. If your society is a failure, you are automatically a failure. If your society is successful, you are automatically successful. Let me use this instance, and I cannot wait to explain this more. I live in the United Kingdom. If you have the British passport, let me put it this way. If you have the British passport today, you just buy ticket, you are in America. You buy ticket, you are in Canada. You buy ticket, you can travel to everywhere in the world. Just because you are a British citizen, you are entitled to that. Why is that? Because the society is successful. I'm going to put it this way. Just because the society is successful, you, the citizen, you tap on the success of your society. And if the society is a failure, you tap on the failure of your society. Now, Nigeria, to get a Nigerian visa, to get visa to come to Nigeria, to United Kingdom, I work on that every day. I work on that every day. Now I have events. To invite people for them to come here is trouble. Now, it is no miracle, my brothers and sisters. We are tapping on the failure of our society. In those days, when Naira was Naira, when you can spend Naira on the streets of England, there was no visa to come to England. And if Naira was getting high today, British will say, oh, you can come. Let Nigeria come for fun. If you don't know, let me tell you this. It's about money. The British government telling you that you need visa to come here is because they think you will come here and you will be a problem to society. That is, you will come eat from their food. You know why I know? If you have 200,000 pounds, I'm going to be an immigration lawyer by next year, so I know what I'm talking about. If you have 200,000, you open a business in England and you put that money in the account, they give you automatic resident today. Now there's a new scheme that's coming up that even if you invest £50,000, you can come to England and do business. Meaning you can move in and stay. Hello? So the same person that cannot get visa to come, let me put it on that way. If you are educated, you got a master's degree, and your master's degree, and you have done job, you can move to England under highly skilled migrant scheme. Highly skilled migrant scheme. You got a master's degree, you got some things, they calculate together, you come to England and study and stay. They don't say to come and study or come and do anything, come and stay. So they don't hate you. They hate the poverty of your society. They hate the failure of your society. Nigeria is a failed state. That's why they stop you from coming here. And that thing is affecting you anywhere you go. You go to Ghana today and from Nigeria. Oh, they know you for what it is because you are poor. In those days, Ghanaian people were coming to Nigeria. You know what they were doing? We're driving them away from Nigeria in those days. You know, Ghana must go. You know the bag. I have one bag here. We never forget Ghana must go. When we're sending Ghanaian people away, that they should go home because there was money in Nigeria. They were coming to work there. How can you succeed alone? In what book? I've never seen it. In which book can a human being succeed alone? Mary, I have analyzed so many things today. The only reason they need visa to come to England is because they are afraid. They don't want you to come and eat from their food. Because the same England will give you visa if you invest 50,000 naira, 50,000 pounds. If you open a business and you have 200,000 pounds today, Mary, they will give you automatic resident. You don't need to do anything. They will not give you resident permit. You stay in England. And if you have master's degree, I'm going to educate people on the ways to come to England. Mary, if you have master's degree, masters, and you have been working and you earn a particular amount of money, they will give you highly skilled migrant visa, meaning you can come and stay in England, not to come and stay here. That's what they're saying. They will say, take the visa, come and live in England, not to come and just visit. You come, you put your family and you come and live here. By being of that caliber of human being. And yet, they say you cannot come here on visit. Why? Because your society is a failure. They are afraid of the failure of society. Like I said now, if you carry a British passport, go to America today, you don't need visa. You know why? Because they know you are not poor. They look at your society, the failure of your society. Yet Nigerians don't look at the success of their own society. They look at their individual success, which is killing us. The individual success is you see the problem. If Nigeria were to be successful, we will all be coming to England without visa. In fact, they will be begging us to come. Like they do. Mary, you were not born. It's not your fault. In those days, in the 1960s, they were spending naira on the streets of England. There was no visa to come to England.
No visa.
No visa. They'll be begging you. Oh, Nigerian man, come. He has a lot of money. The naira was so powerful. Higher than the pounds. And that is the same country today that people are moving through the sea to get here. Now, the only reason this is happening is because of our economic situation. Only one thing. In fact, if you understand immigration law, this whole thing we're doing now, we can understand the need. You can imagine Nigerians, oh, do you know that most universities in Nigeria were affiliated to England? The first university in Nigeria was the University of Ibadan, which was a part of the University of London. So that was the first. It was an affiliate, but that was the first. So imagine, it's the same education system. Everything we copy. I was talking to Eniola yesterday. Our curriculum, our legal curriculum, law, is actually the same thing as the one you see in England. They copied everything from here. So what is special in being here and not being there? Poverty. Your society is a failure. And instead of us thinking of how to build a society, we're building ourselves. And the implication of building yourself is you now need treatment. You go to the same people to beg. Because you refuse to build your home. Now you're calling your neighbor, hey, can I come to your house to come and sleep?
And now anybody that just has any small money wants to leave Nigeria. That's the problem. Anybody that just mistakenly just see any small money wants to leave.
No,
So
maybe what I don't understand there, is the joy of a Nigerian. My joy here is Nigeria. I am sorry. The only joy I have in England is Nigeria. Maybe my family were always crying that Chris, you don't want to be here, you want to be in Nigeria. Because I grew up there, everything about me is there. You understand? I'm of that age. I cannot change at this age. Maybe those children born here can feel belonging here. I don't belong here, unfortunately. You understand? No matter what happens tomorrow, I belong to Nigeria. Why? Because I am, if you see the peace in Nigeria, the joy in Nigeria, if we can just remove the insecurity and this high level of poverty, people will be begging to come to Nigeria. Only one thing, if Tinubu has come and said, now there is peace in the land, no poverty, no, that is because if there was security, there will be food in the land. I know that. Because people like us will invest. People like us will continue to invest in Nigeria, in food, in agriculture. If I can plant food and come and sell in Europe, I will go home and plant and come and sell. But you can't put something in Nigeria. Do you know the last thing I showed? The people that had the banana we eat in the United Kingdom today is coming from Ghana. Quote me.
Ghana.
Ghana. If you see the acres of land where they plant banana, maybe on a daily basis they are cutting and they are bringing. That is what we eat here. The food we eat, they are not made here. There's one coming from these Asian countries. Food. Nigeria is not part of it. Because what we see is we want to compete with Oyibo. I don't know whether we want to sell car to Oyibo. I don't understand. We have comparative advantage, maybe. There are things God has deposited in our land. Like we have oil. They will buy oil from us. We can make good food, organic food. They will buy from us. We do not take interest in building our home. The idiots in power, they are interested in empowering themselves. Unfortunately, they are stupid people. They are village fools. They shouldn't even be there. They don't understand anything. Mary, you think the British government refused you visa? Why do you think they refuse you? Because they hate you? No. Because you're going to become a nuisance to society. That's what they think. That's what they think. And they have the right to do so. Because the state society, Nigerian state, is not a state. It's unstable. There's no food for the poor people. The people are ready to run. Who want to receive the influence of all those people? Is it the British government or the American government? They have the right to block you from coming. But how about we coming home and say, let us build our home? We have everything in the land. Why are we suffering?
But there's this movement of Nigerians in diaspora that are trying to discover their roots from where they are or where they hail from in Nigeria. They're actually working on it, and it's really, really important.
All Americans now, they're tracing their DNA.
Even Africans, yes, the Africans in diaspora. That's true.
Okay. I don't know whether any African in diaspora know where they come from. Do I not know I come from Nigeria? In fact, those of us in diaspora, unless those of us when you come from River State, when change their name. If you call my name, actually I could not say I come from somewhere. Mary Eze, forget Mary. I know they listen to Mary Eze. I know say you be woman. So I don't care, because we had an identity. It was when they took us as slaves that they took that identity from us. That's why you see somebody answering Michael Jackson, Jordan, JJ.
That Sunday, that Sunday would have helped them till today.
Yeah, but they took it from us.
Yes, they answered the English names. And it has affected
the first thing they took from us was take our identity. When the man is stripped of his identity, he's lost. So they are tracing it because they are lost. I can understand them. But any black man that has his own name from origin, he has identity. You don't need to look for where I'm coming from with my surname. My first name is Ogbevi Red. I know so I'm a man. Clear, simple. Say I'm 3 persons that will tell you where I come from. Do you understand? So it is very important that when we have a child, we name the child. When they go church, come they carry Oyibo name. I love Yoruba for that one. The Yoruba people will never change. Whatever they are, they will never. Who is the president? Tinubu. Tinubu now Oyibo name. Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Deal with it. Is it not popular? Olusegun Obasanjo now Oyibo name. Now let the people like Goodluck Jonathan. Where did be Goodluck Jonathan? Where are you from?
Bayelsa.
You lost. Lost identity. Lost identity. Lost. Shameful name. Sorry. And this is how it starts, Mary. This is how it starts. If you cannot be proud of who you are, Dr. J.K. Agri, when would they read history in those days? He said, I am proud of my own color. He that is not proud of his own color is not fit to live. That is the first thing we read in history. As a child in primary school. That's what that man wrote. When he was faced with the what they call, with the arrow of racism, the spear of racism, the man confessed. He has to come out and declare that I am proud of my own color. I'm proud of my own identity. He that is not proud of his identity is not fit to live. And it starts from there. You see this ekpa that is in power. When they hear Oyibo, Mary, today, if I come home with a white boy working for me, Namaogao. And I'm in England. I was in Belgium in those days. There were 3 boys that were doing car business with me. When I go home, they say, I tell you, Oga. So these boys working with me, my business partner, the Oga. These guys are looking out to me. But in my village, when they see them, they be Oga.
Because of that.
Tomorrow, if I call on the phone now, calling Nigeria, if it's a Nigerian voice, they hear, no, that one a scam. Make I put one of you both for front. That is anything when I won't get, they will give up. Are we not stupid? Are we not stupid?
That's
We're going to go on a break. When we come back, we'll continue this discussion, Mary. We need to review the papers a little more. Because this whole thing we are talking about, the reason we have flood in the land today is because of mismanagement. Our problem is one thing and one thing only. Mismanagement. And these people that are mismanaging, it's not their fault too. Mary, I said, all the people today, it got to a point, I'm no more angry. You cannot give what you don't have. They don't have it. They don't understand. If you don't know who you are, how can I be, Mary, if you don't know your worth, that's when you open your leg for anybody. Sorry, my daughter. You understand? If you know your worth, you tell them, get out, who are you? I am Mary, you understand? You can do it anywhere, not with me. Do you understand? This is your worth, your identity. Let's go on a break. We'll soon be back. All right? Go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue this show, Mary. Don't go away. Don't touch that button. Stay with us.
Ooh la la! The second edition of the Nigerian Week London 2024 is here.
It's another blend of arts and culture, entertainment, business and networking activities.
A week-long extravaganza showcasing the best of Nigerian music, dance, craft, fashion and businesses.
Taking place at the prestigious Lighthouse Theatre, 262-274 Camberwell Road, London, SE5. OAY. Date 22nd to 28 July 2024.
Tickets are available at eventbrite.com. For partnership and sponsorship, please visit superiorradioandtelevision.com
or call +4407 459 513 619 or +4420 3623 8755.
Email info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com/Nigerian Week 2024.
Come and experience a nation's culture that resides in the heart and in the soul of its people.
All right, Mary, welcome back. And we're going to focus today on the greatness of the Nigerian state. Perhaps, I don't know whether the problem is we not knowing what we have, you understand, and not understanding that you can never be somebody else, or the only reason somebody will respect you is to you first. You have to respect yourself.
That's true.
Now Nigeria have everything together. As a people, we have it all, but we refuse to understand that, and we're always looking for what we don't have, which is okay. It's inferiority complex. But when it now goes to the demonic aspect of it, where we now destroy ourselves, that is where the problem is. Oyibo, when you see here, you think they don't pay tax. Mary, like I can tell you, I don't stay in London. I have lived in London. So I can tell how the system works. I don't need somebody, I can tell how it works. Down from the education system, the housing, everything. Some of them, the government could not handle, they will even let the private sector run it. But that is because the pressure is on them. Labour will change it. You see now, I'm sure today, by the end of today, we'll have a new government. And the new government will come out and say, no, we want most of the things to be run by the government, less by the private sector. We pay you, the rich, to pay more tax. But the conservative will say, no, you pay less tax. You understand? You pay less tax, and we'll go with it. So that's how it is, Mary. There's no magic. There's no magic in the way they do things. They are not better than you. They are just human beings like us. What they've done well is they've organized their society better. They believe in their society. I believe in England today because you know what? England has done more for me than Nigeria could. Not because of the people in England, but the name England is helping me. Because I'm in the society, I am tapping on the success of that society. Unfortunately, Mary, you can't tap on the success of anything in Nigeria. What is there to tap on? That the people are running away to study abroad, there's no success to tap on. If Nigeria was successful, I would be happy to go and open a school. Yeah. Your network, Mary, I don't know why it is so.
First of all, before Nigerian society, I was actually telling the Nigerian sector, tell me how many things are working in the Nigerian.
Yes. That's the truth, Mary. No aspect is working. Maybe, not because the thing doesn't have chance to work, because we are doing it alone. We want to succeed alone.
Apart from the entertainment, okay, somebody actually commented that there's no, apart from the music, the film industry, and the fashion, there's no any other sector.
Yes.
Okay.
And Mary, we are not even successful. We are not. You see, Nollywood there. Do you know where Nollywood will be? Nollywood would have been greater than America today. Mary, Nollywood.
By the government, those political sector,
if Nollywood is organized,
and
Nollywood would have been greater than America.
The Spam Miracles.
You know why, Mary? The last time I was looking at America, and I was able to explain, because I studied film here, that the only reason America is successful which is Hollywood, is the talent they left Europe to America. And this is what happened. In America, then, they had the studio system. The job was constant. You understand? So if you go to America, they can sign you to a studio. You begin to they were making film non-stop. Unlike Europe, who were waiting for government to give them money to make film. So the talent in Europe moved to America. They built America. They built Hollywood. And now Hollywood contributes 1/4 of the greatest economy on earth. Los Angeles. And whether you like it or not, go and follow history. The talent that built America, they all came from Europe. Because Europe did not tap on what they have. They couldn't construct it, they couldn't build a structure. Now, God has, out of poverty, out of necessity, created an industry for us in Nollywood. What are we doing with it? The government doesn't know the importance, so let's forget about them. But this is how it works. We don't know how to put it together to begin to. I said to them in Hollywood and Nollywood, I said, you guys make movies. The success of your film is only when it is in Netflix. You are a fool. The same way that the only reason a black man succeeds is when he's loved by a white man. The only time a black man is successful is when he is loved by a black man, by a white man. I'm sad. And I'm saying it today. The only time a black man is successful is when he is loved by the white man. And there's nothing wrong to be loved by the white man, but you have no single confidence in your own self. You have nothing. You make movies. You make a movie. The movie you make, the people who are going to watch the movie are Nigerians. Why do you need Netflix to sell the movie? Why is your success based on what Netflix say or what Amazon Prime say? Is it so difficult to create Amazon Prime Nigeria? Must it be called Amazon Prime? Iroko came up with something. We didn't see it. He has been muzzled out. Nigerians will have a problem. We have a problem. And I think it's a problem of identity. It's a problem of inferiority complex. It's a problem of we trying to survive alone. You cannot do it. I said it enough today. You cannot succeed alone. Because imagine if Nollywood would come together and set up a distribution network. Mary, and you know what I said to them in Hollywood? Now I hear you. The government is not listening to me. Nobody listens to me. But I wish I can meet some of these your big fool, big money back fools who have stolen a lot of money, who don't know what to do with it. They're using to impress guests. If we can just use it to create a Nigerian Amazon. Mary, I can do it. I don't have enough money. It's only that decrease. But I can see how it happened. In my time, they are not rocket scientists. Akpa. It's the same Nigeria that work there. You know, Mary, when the people came to, if they come to set up a company in Nigeria now, it's the Nigerian people that will do the major work. The expertise will only come and tell you, do this, and they will take the money away. You are a fool. And as you are working for the white man, you don't even learn so that you can do your own. It's nothing wrong to start. But we don't learn anything. We remain slave forever. They didn't, you see, now, they took our slave. Did they force us to still remain slave? No. They didn't. So, your love, if you see Nollywood today, if the big boy can only create one distribution network, in fact, what that will bring, it will bring a big identity to Nigeria. Let me start with only this, the only one I can think of today. Burna Boy. If Burna Boy hold concert in Lagos today, everybody in the world will come to Lagos. Let me repeat that. It doesn't matter where Burna Boy hold the concert. If Burna Boy is holding a concert in Lagos now, many people will fly into Lagos to come and be with him. They don't care where it is. Yeah, that's if Lagos is safe. You understand? They'll be thinking, oh, if I go there, will I come back? Will I have a hotel to stay? Am I safe? Will I have some young girls to enjoy my life? Because these are the things that will make life beautiful. Sorry. I'm going to come there. Burna Boy has got the resources to pull people together for the first time. This other young boy that did this big marriage, he has got the resources to pull people together. He can do it. Now, these boys made it on their own, Nigerian government.
On their own.
Nigerian government has never contributed to the Nigerian state. Nigerian government, you have never added value to the Nigerian state.
By the government doesn't work. Anything that's being controlled by the government doesn't work.
Because they are demonic, they are evil, they are stupid, they are village fools. That's the truth, Mary. If they want to, Mary, okay, now, you see your people, maybe not jealousy, they want them now. Burna Boy is doing this big concert. Okay, anyone is going to say, there's a big industry here. What do we do to make this industry our national wealth? And now we're going to promote this in such a way that we're going to build the biggest platform so these boys will come and perform and we invite the rest of the world. Would that be so bad? Would that be magic? That's not magic.
But can't you see that these people are not thinking of how the country can be productive?
Mary, even the streaming of the YouTube, the video that makes money for these boys. I'm talking to you now on YouTube. YouTube na Nigeria own. Does Nigeria have a YouTube of their own? So if American guys used to block us now, we are dead. We don't have a broadcasting platform. Is it magic to create a Nigerian YouTube? These are let big fools we are allowed to run the affairs of our country. Will it be such a magic if we have our own YouTube?
And Nigeria has such talent that can do that. But who
we have the money, Mary. The funny is we have the money, we have the resources, we have the talent. We're just stupid. That's the word. Because your president and every other person there does not think outside the box. The only reason Tinubu came to office is, there's oil money. He's going there for oil money. Tinubu is not interested in anything, oil money.
And they will never give anybody that position to handle. Why is it that they are the only one taking that position by themselves?
But their money there now. You see, village food. Tell me what. Maybe I come on this platform every day and I'll be saying, what have you contributed to the Nigerian state? Burna Boy has done his own. Burna Boy came to England, he made a lot of money, came back home with the money. You, politician, big fool, senator, how much have you been able to earn outside and brought to Nigeria? Instead, you are mismanaging what we have. You are a cost to a generation.
Instead, even the little businesses that we have that are giving employment to Nigeria, they are shutting down, they are leaving Nigerians. And instead of them to think towards doing something like that to even help the Nigerians also, they are not. Anyone that shut down, that place will be vacant.
Mary, it's not rocket science. So, in fact, if it's not rocket science, will it be so bad if South Africa will come to Nigeria and set up That's ShopRite. That's to tell you that you have the most stupid set of people. They are not even wicked. They are primitive, big fools who just run, who stole money. The truth is, they are fools that stole money. Are you saying this Netflix that have more money? The people that run Netflix have more money than Nigerians? No, the people that run the ShopRite, are they richer than your rich big boys? No, your people are blind, Mary. Your people are blind. You see, maybe we should stop going to do all the big parties and foreclose all the churches, so because the churches are not helping us. If the churches were teaching us this, then I would be happy. Mary, there's money everywhere in Nigeria. Money. Mary, if you see anywhere you turn, there's wealth. But our people cannot see the wealth until the person go abroad. I tell you, me, I will talking to some Nigerians. This young girl now, Barisa Eniola, she's one running legal supporters in Nigeria. She's more qualified than me in the legal profession, you understand? But she's like a daughter to me. She said, yes, sir, yes, sir. I said, no, you are now my senior colleague in terms of what, you understand? Because she's in the industry. She's a lawyer. I'm trying to be, and I'm setting up something with her if they will listen to me more than her. But sometimes I consult her. Mary, it's not this thing we are talking about. Make it be say, as it be say in Nigeria, be so na idiot too. Make it be say na one lawyer here. You go see how much they go pay. Last time they came here and they said they want to meet an immigration lawyer. And I said, what is the man going to do? They said it. And I said, is it not this you want to do? Sometimes just for a lawyer to tell you what to do. In the UK, you pay £2,000. It not be saying get one magic when you want to do. They know they bribe home office here. They know they bribe them. You don't need to follow the law. Follow the paper as it is, you will get it. You will not bribe. So it's not like Nigeria. So what do you need a lawyer to do sometimes? Knowledge of the paper, what to fill, how to fill it, follow the rules. That's all. That's what they are trained. They cannot do anything different because they cannot bribe anybody. It's not like Nigeria. So as you are thinking of how to maneuver things, you're not going to be able to maneuver the system here. And so, Mary, I am here almost sad and realizing that we have only one problem. We don't have a problem. We're going to read that in the next paper. The only problem we have as a people is because we don't have a state called Nigeria that we can be proud of. And for us to create that brand, Nigeria, that we can be proud of, we all need to invest in it. Not the people that come to power to look at how to get oil money. Because anybody coming to Nigerian power is coming to take. Nobody understands that I'm going there to give, to make the system better. And when you take, what will happen? The place is finished. Now don't take. Now
you keep taking. You are not adding value. You are not adding anything, but you keep taking. It's not magic now.
Is it rocket science? Now we are where we are. Instead of getting better, we're getting worse. We cannot do one single thing that we'll be proud of.
And it's sad. It's really sad.
Lady, look at the roads now. Today we are talking about this water drainage all over the places. Why? Is it true that we cannot do things better? Can't we really plan it?
Now you know that even the road that they have been clamoring, they are fixing road, all that fake equipment, because now this is when road will start spoiling. It is now you will see how the road will start spoiling, one after the other. You see a lot of bad roads now as a result of this rainy season. That is when road gets spoiled the more. And it's really sad because I don't know.
It is sad.
I don't know why it looks like every day we come here to complain about the same thing. To talk, it's almost like every day the same complaint, the same problem. Nothing has been fixed, nothing has been done, nothing has changed. This is how it has been for a very long time now, and it's really sad.
Maybe anyway, I want us to take a look at this call for Kano to be released. It's quite interesting that for the first time, the eastern state and some southern states are actually saying that Kano need to be released. I know many people have reservation when it comes to the release of Kano. There's no need to keep the young man in prison. No single reason. I don't like Kano, some of his movement. But there's no single reason keeping him in prison. For what? The only thing I have against Kano is the killing of their own people. How productive is that? I don't understand it. It's barbaric.
That's true.
In fact, you can begin to bring government buildings down. You understand? You can begin, not people self, attack the government buildings because you are protesting. Roll on serious. In fact, you can protest. You don't need to even riot. And in these days now, when lawyers are doing great things, we should be taking the Nigerian government to court. Embarrass them 24/7. No need to kill your own people. Tell them to sit at home. Giving one stupid order is barbaric, is primitive. Other than that, why do the Nigerian government have the single right to keep Kano? Why? What has he done? And why will Tinubu, even Tinubu set his brother free? Have you seen the other one, Sunday Bolo? That one is enjoying with his wife in Germany or anywhere. Kano is in prison. Igbo man should be foolish. If you don't call for the release of Kano, what has Kano done that the other one has not done? Whenever I heard and Igbo people saying that they have the thing we are talking about now, let's be clear. The Igbo are talking about IPOP. IPOP is just being stupid. The same way the Yoruba nation, they're fighting. They want to take. They're fighting for Yoruba state, Yoruba country, Oduduwa as a nation. Who put them in prison? Kano, why are you killing your own people because you want to have a state? The Yorubas are doing it. They're not killing themselves. They still control Nigerian. Go. Sometimes it isn't Igbo man get money pass. Now lie you. Go to the Nigerian stock exchange. At that time, you know, say Yoruba people get money for Nigeria. In fact, the people when they dey behind self, now the Hausa. Hausa people, how many of them get money? Other than Dangote, you dey hear. How many? Governor, when he steal money today, tomorrow he broke. How many Hausa people get money? So, but yet the Yoruba man will not be kind to an Igbo man. Why? The state of keeping Kano in prison need to be stopped. It's barbaric. It's unacceptable. It's against the human nature.
Yeah, I stayed there for so long.
Why did
I
they
really
keep
don't
it?
know. Like, that's the partiality we are talking about now.
I don't agree with the stupidity the IPOP is doing, killing their own people. There are better way to fight for your things. But what right do you, as a state, to keep that young man all this while? It should not be something we should be laughing about because tomorrow it might be me, it might be you. You can laugh about it today, tomorrow it might be you. Anyway, Mary, let's take a look at one more paper before we run away today. I don't mind you doing Vanguard though, because for some reason now Vanguard have been doing great things. Are you there, Mary? You know, Mary network is now a problem. Anyway, for those of you just joining me, this is Vanguard. I'm going to try and take a quick eye at the Vanguard because Mary is not here to read for me. But once she comes back now, I think she'll be the better person to take a look at this. But still, I know when you look at the Vanguard now, you're going to see the same issue. I don't know whether this is the high cost of drug. I don't know whether it's the same one I have. No, this is Monday. I have a different paper. So it's not the same paper I have. I have so many papers here that are not real. Which kind of wahala be this now? This high cost of drug to persist, I think to this paper. It looks like today, yeah. I know it will be what? All right. But you see, this is flood in Lagos. Now, they're telling us some of these shameful things. Now, I'm happy when you see the student coming out to do something here. That the student came out to block the Lagos-Benin Highway over power outrage. And I think that is very interesting thing. But what can they do with that, young people? But at least that's a way of saying your message. You have the right to protest. Let it be peaceful. Sometimes shame the state, shame the government. Students, come out, protest. Don't fight. Don't kill people. Don't fight yourself. Don't just raise up your flag. Say it loud with placard. Stop the road from movement. Embarrass the government once in a while. Do it. Don't riot. Riot is not necessary. Don't kill yourself. Don't loot. Because the point is, you are destroying your own thing when you loot. When you rob, the person you are actually looting from is a poor man like you. So you are going to end up in the same doom. But if you do well, if you protest and your protest is directed to the right source and you made your message clear, the person in power will be embarrassed now. He's a human being, has conscience. The governor is worried. when you see people come out and say no to certain things. They are human beings. They are just like you and me. I can't imagine people shaming at me today, how good, how comfortable I will be. So let us come out and protest evils in society. Do not riot. Do not kill yourself. Kano, what you're doing is barbaric. Barbaric. You don't need this. It doesn't show how powerful you are. You're actually stupid. You see, the Yorubas are more, they've always done things better than us, than every other part of the country. Maybe because they are more educated. Because they will not do this. They will not. And I hope that the time will come when we, as a people, will wake up from our slumber and say this. I'm going to end this show with only my message of today. And my message is simple. You cannot succeed alone. If Nigeria is successful, the success is yours. I even say to my own people, I say, we Urobo people, if they say, well, see them, they be Urobo people. Oh, they are like this, oh. Oh, Urobo people are like this. Any Urobo person will enjoy that. Urobo are like this, oh. I'm a part of it. Whether I like it or not, wherever way my Urobo people go, that's where I will be. I'm not the one to put myself there. The next person will put me there. Nigerians, whether because I carry the Nigerian passport, already I belong to a box. I don't have the choice. It's a decision already made by virtue of the state of my society. That my people are thieves, their politicians are stealing money 24/7. The world knows. Listen, it's not me. That is the boss I belong to. That we're going to send our children abroad to study. We don't have good school in Nigeria. It's a box I belong to. That we cannot treat ourselves medically in this day and age. It's a box I belong to. I don't have the choice. You don't. You want to succeed alone? Buy the best car. Where is the road to drive it? Go to your village, whether you even get road to your village. The last time I couldn't even drive from Benin into Ethiopia local government in my area. And maybe I was able to buy a good car. Okay, and I me do the road. Say the car when I drive, I get home, I need road to drive on. See the thing when I do. Until your society is successful, you're a failure. In those days, I'm going to end this way. In those days, or in England, you don't build a house and think of where, oh, let me go and dig borehole. Are you insane? Let me repeat. You don't build a house in England and think of borehole. The water is there. Nigeria, the first thing you do when you don't build your house, before you even build a house now, you first drill borehole. Because you have to supply yourself water because there's no water in the society. That's an example of society that lives alone. You want to succeed alone. Only you will do your water. Only you will mount your security first. In fact, you will send your child to abroad for study. I mean, you go treat yourself abroad. God don't punish you. You're already punished as a human being. You are a cost to yourself because the society didn't force you. They didn't say you must belong to where you are. We have chosen this path for ourselves. Like I said, the success of the United Kingdom is clear. My children are tapping on it. They carry the British passport. They enjoy the privileges that comes with it. That's why my kids will always say, I am not a Nigerian, I'm British. Who want to associate with failure? And they tell these guys that they tell them, and they follow man for love. You be fool. Then they follow man when if he take care of you. That a girl choose to follow a man that can take care of her is not a sin. My children will never choose Nigeria for Britain. Why? What is Nigeria going to offer them? Britain here, they are treated like human beings. They have opportunities. They're going to excel. But Nigeria, they will die. In fact, the kind of poverty, the kind of things they will go through there, they cannot associate themselves with that. And it's not a bad thing for them to run away from poverty. They cannot. A girl that runs away from poverty has not committed a crime. You don't get money to marry. Don't marry. Why for you? Go and work. That's what they do in those days. In those days, when you want married, they will say, go work. You go work, do something, build your heart before they will give you wife. Why would they give you wife? Where you want to put her? It's the same thing in England. Even if I want to marry today, they say, that agrees, which house are you going to house the wife? These are legitimate questions that we need to ask ourselves. We have failed too much. We cannot continue to fail. We have to learn to deal with this reality and deal with it sincerely without looking for who is wrong. But sometimes we're only interested in what the person did and what the person did not do. That should not be our concern. Our concern will be how to do things right. My brother and my sisters, there are some cases, many Nigerians watching me today will tell me what you have suffered traveling just because you have the Nigerian passport. I'm going to give you my own to end this show. I was coming back from Nigeria. I flew Turkish Airlines and I stopped over in Turkey. I missed my flight. It was drama. Now, I have my money. Can I go to the hotel and stay till I get the next flight? They said no. These guys put me in that place. In fact, the place I could get a transit visa was not there, so I couldn't get the transit. I was forced to stay in that place for 1 day before I get another flight to leave Turkey. Istanbul, now be goat. But they did that to me because I'm a Nigerian. If I'm a British, if I carry my British passport, I would have walked into town, do everything, even begin to come down by road. Now, has Nigeria done me any good? Question I ask myself, how could this be happening to us? Turkey see better pass us? How? I live with them in England. That's a topic for another day. We'll be mumu. Our mumu too much. And the shameful thing is, God gave us everything. I don't know how I'm going to be able to tell my children how I can even explain to them what is happening to us right now. I cannot explain to my kids the explanation of what is happening to the Nigerian state. My former principal will say something. I reason why I cannot tell. Maybe you guys can tell. I cannot tell. How a society that is so blessed with everything turn out to be suffering from everything. This sense of identity, you think it doesn't concern you, it concerns you. Because many of you are traveling. Those governors are traveling. You see what they have? Some of them who carry the diplomatic passport, they still don't respect you. I don't need to have a diplomatic passport to live. With ordinary British passport, I go to anywhere in the world. That's an example of a society that is working. And you don't ask yourself, why is Nigeria needed to have visa? The same Nigeria, they will pick the good ones and leave the dirty ones. Hey! Mary,
Then
your
I
your
listen.
your broadcast today now, wow, you go off and on. You be like girl when this is your marriage, eh? Anytime you like, you go show your face. When you don't like, you go come out. You go pack, go home. That's why I get one girlfriend those days. When she like, you don't pack at least go home. Anytime she like, she go pack, come back. That's how they look at. That's how you come in now.
Even
Eh? Anyway, maybe we've had I wanted you to read the Vanguard for me before we end the show. So if you can do that quickly, let's do that before we end the show.
okay. The big
Vanguard.
story on the Vanguard. Healthcare crisis. High cost of drugs to persist as local production flops. And the writer says only 25% of drugs consumed in Nigeria produced locally. 70% drugs importation puts more pressure on forex importation responsible for high cost of drugs. Pharmaceutical sector unique deserve special policies. This coming from PMG. PMG man. Delete import duty levy to ensure our survival. This coming from Adeosun. Federal government should introduce reforms utilized in petroleum sector. And this story is coming from ACPN.
And it's quite interesting, Mary. Only one line I would take from this was saying that they should reduce import duty. There will be no reduction of import duty. The government will continue to put high import duty. What we should be concerned is how do we produce our own drugs? All the children when we don't send go school, go pharmacy to go school, they not fit produce drug for us. Una dey craze. Where
This is
did they
very
the
sad.
drug when we not fit make? Una dey sick? Where? We go die until we find a way to out of this. There should be no importation of drugs. Can you imagine? Only 25% of the paracetamol we dey take now be one with me. We dey import the rest. Because some fools used to take foreign drugs. If you dey Nigeria, you go take Nigerian drug. Find a way to make the Nigerian drug better. Improve the Nigerian production of drugs. Boy, go on, baby.
It's really, really hurting, honestly.
It
And
is.
there's a story that says discos hike band A tariff by 1.3% to 209.5 kilometer hours. And that story is on page 20 of the Vanguard. We have a story here that says Uniben students block Benin Lagos road over power outage. And that story is on page 6. Lamentation cars as flood ground Lagos. And that
Yeah,
story is
so
on page 29.
not the Lagos, yes.
And there's a story that says a terrorist kidnap Kaduna George, kill son, demand 300 million naira ransom.
Very
And
good.
that's the
Wait
reason
first.
page.
Wait to
Yes,
wait till poor judge now. Come do. Don't see you. This judge don't see. Tell me they have what is this boy, boy. They don't kidnap it. You see this thing we are saying there? I'm laughing because it's not funny. But it's decided that they judge your evil son, they don't kidnap him. What do you go do? A
It's
time will
well,
come. Nobody
this
will be.
band is touching everybody. It
Ah,
is.
ah.
Mm.
Go on, well.
CBN warns banks against rejecting dirty mutilated naira notes, and that's on page 30. And on the sport desk, we have Morocco 2025 draw. Super Eagles to no opponent today. Okay, face off. Oyo CP broadcast piece between Sean Chief Imam, and that's on page 10. We have a story also that say Edo will be okay. Okay, I think these are all the stories you have this morning on the Vanguard.
Now PDP, I've been at APC, they say I don't will be okay. So I've been at Labour with this.
I'm seeing Olumide, all
Eh.
these their identity
Now,
name, Osei
Na Labour.
Akpata, governor.
Eh,
Then Alhaji Yusuf Asama Kadiri, deputy governor.
eh. Na Labour.
But is it not Labour Party logo I'm seeing here like this?
That is the Labour Party logo, yeah. They are the Labour
Yeah.
guys. All right, let's hope that they will be able to put up a campaign in Edo State. I don't know why having a soft spot for Labour these days. I don't think I'll be one of those that join. Anyway, I'm coming up with my own political party. Otherwise, I would have loved to see what is the Labour agenda because you guys seem not to be serious too. But let us stick to one. Maybe if we
Yeah.
work together with Peter, we might be able to make a difference. See, my own take here is not really to whether Peter will win election or Labour will win election, but I want to have a credible opposition. The House of Assembly should be divided always, so that we have people watching the activities of the government. They should know that if they don't do well, we're going to kick them out of power. But by the time the whole House of Assembly and the House of Rep is all APC and PDP, the same old thieves, old fools, village fools, because you guys have done nothing for the country. I'm saying this with all impunity. You have done nothing. Nigeria today cannot be where we are now with the PDP and the APC government. You have no excuse. You lack one thing. You lack identity. Yoruba man, your papa no go change your name. That identity is what you fail to realize as a Nigerian state. I don't know why you're doing it. They make sure they give you the same name again and again. Yoruba name, Yoruba name, Yoruba name. Because they want you to have an identity. But Nigeria doesn't have an identity. Travel with Nigerian passport, you know where you are. Your people cannot travel anywhere. And like I explained to on this show now, Mary, I really want to drive that point home to end. The only reason you are being asked to bring passport visa to come here is because of your state. America don't need visa to come to England because they know America is doing well. If we begin to do well today, There will be no visa to go to anywhere in the world for Nigerians. I can't
Okay,
wait.
America don't need visa, so how did they come?
Huh? They don't need visa. Your passport. Mary, if you go to Cotonou now, you don't need visa. You just travel. You take Nigerian passport and you travel. You
Yeah,
understand?
that's true.
Yeah, that's how it is. You don't need visa really to travel around the world if you have a good identity, if you have a good economy.
Even for Ghana, you don't need visa for Ghana as well.
No, because it's ECOWAS.
That's true.
Maybe because Ghana better pass us will be the same. We are two assholes. And
They
we
are
refuse
not
to
true.
go. Yeah. All right. So that is where we're going to end the show today, Mary. Thank you very much for joining me. Even though you were flirting. Maybe I thought one boyfriend is there, so I'm another one. I'm the other one. Another one is
No,
dragging you in there.
technically you should. But I think
Uh,
we'll try and someone can sort it out.
all right, my daughter. So that's where we end the show today, my people. Stay out of trouble. My name is Daddy Chris. Before I end the show, I want to remind you the Nigerian week is right here. I released a small video yesterday. The campaign will continue today. When I get up from here now, I'll be on the streets of England to sensitize people about the Nigerian week. I'm going to the venue, so I'm going to mount out our roller banner there. Have a couple of meetings. It's talking about the show. What is Nigerian Week 2024? It is called Nigerian Week London 2024. This show is something we have every year in London, and it's a mixture of entertainment and business activities. Because at my age, I cannot be doing only show without business, so I do show business. And there's no justification in any show business if I cannot include element of business activities in any show I try to do. So when you see Nigerian Week, it's different. Let me repeat that. It's different from every other thing you have seen. Because it's not a place you go and dance. It's a place where you go, dance, network, become a better person, make more money, build the brand Nigeria. That's what we do. And that's why on that very day, there's going to be the Moonlight Film Festival where we will see the best of Nigerian film. We have big filmmakers like Zebejiro and all the guys. They will be receiving lifetime award as well. I'm recognizing them with that. Not new Nigerian Week because they've worked for it. And then we're going to have the best of the Nigerian music. This year I said, I'm not going to bring in the musicians. I'm going to play. In fact, we're going to hit Nigerian Afrobeat. We go big hands. We go dance till daybreak. You know, it's rocking. The Nigerian music will hit you anytime. So we're going to dance till morning. The only thing we'll have in between will be some musicians coming in to spice the day, live performance. And then I'm bringing the best of Nigerian cultural dance this year. Mary, did you grow up with the Atilogo? Can you dance Atilogo dance? Kai.
I don't even know what it's about.
Yeah. You don't go up for Igbo land. What a shame. If you Hausa girl, this girl Hausa
Yes.
girl.
Yes.
Hausa girl with this one. Now, if you know what is Atilogo, we have the Yoruba have the Bata dance, the Igbo have the Atilogo, the Yoruba have the Benue, they know them for that. Man. Mary, we're going to have a best of it also. And then also the Nigerian fashion. Like I said, I'm very proud of fashion, what they have achieved for Nigeria. I'm proud of it. So we're going to have a little bit of, and the way I want this one to do, I want the fashion, not the one you get guys naked. The proper Nigerian woman dress, guys wear dress, walking the way. That's what we're going to showcase. And then what I love most, Mary, trust me, is the part of the food. The food show is extraordinary. We're going to eat and eat and eat. In fact, we have about 7 restaurants already. I opened it for 13. So we're waiting for the remaining 6 to sign in. All right. So they're going to be food. Maybe when I say food, enough food displayed all through the show. And of course, we have this year we're looking at the 3 important sectors. We're looking at the agri sector and the real estate. I picked on it because it's too important at the moment. I wanted to focus on Nigeria mining sector, but not this year. I'll bring them back next year. But guess what? We'll do something best, which is our recognition award. We recognize those who are making us proud. The brand need to be, I'm talking of the brand Nigeria. Yeah, I couldn't check who do this for Africa yet. But I'm looking at the brand Nigeria. If you've contributed good to the brand Nigeria, then we recognize you. We thank you for what you're doing. That's what the Nigerian recognition is all about. You don't need to give us money to have it, so forget it. So that's where we're going to end the show today, Mary. And we're looking forward to Nigerian Week, at which you are coming. Because one footballer don't disturb me saying one marry Mary, he don't see you. Now you go tell me say you got one boyfriend for home. Now I say now only poor boy Now only poor woman. Now only in fact, I said maybe when you were not here, I said my children cannot identify with Nigeria. They want to identify with England. You know why? Because England is doing a lot for them. It's not a sin if a guy say he don't want to marry a poor man. In those days, my papa tell me, say, if you want to marry, go and work. Raise money to marry. Women not be waiting that they give poor person make carry go home. No man, when they don't find it, suffer, train pikin reach some kind stage, feed them. Come give you somewhere, go follow you suffer. As they go, you they bless her, she go to bless you. If now somebody won't put her, no, I'll give you my daughter. So that is some of the things we need to consider. It's not a, I won't blame my children for refusing to identify with Nigeria now. But by the time we fix the Nigerian state like I'm trying to do, not me go tell them, they go say that I'm in Nigeria, I want to go home. That's why I'm working. I'm not fighting them. Because if I talk now, I'm British, that's what they tell me every day for us. I need to change that narrative. I'm going to make Nigeria great. And when they come to Nigeria, they will say, there's something good about Nigeria. I say, then go address Nigeria. Don't wear this suit with me. And I said, they're going to dress Nigeria and they're going to be proud. One day I go give them one Nigerian wife. They'll be 2 boys. I can't wait to marry them to Nigerian girls. So
Are they the age of marriage?
Eh?
Are they adults?
They are not adults yet. They are 13 and 10. Now I'm going to prepare them. And they prepare them. If they go marry one marry, I don't go see them again. I want them to marry one guy, one they go home. You understand? One girl, I go drag them, go Nigeria. When their wife don't drag them, go. You know, people go tell them, now home I go to see them. They say, where are you? Where are you? I'm in Nigeria. Hey, that's what I want to hear. Now they Nigeria. Now they Portugal. Oh, now they say,
There's something I noticed about this Nigerian mixed marriage stuff. Like, why is it that most times when maybe a Nigerian man get married to maybe the white, the children are mostly they come out with the white color. I don't know why it's like that.
They're not white color. They miss.
Okay, maybe yours is different, but they're mostly white color. I don't know why it's like that. You hardly see them as.
Anyway, maybe that's where we're going to let you go. You've done a lot. This your network don't do me rich. You know, go do me. I know go give her another chance. And go, no,
it's not network.
It's well. Anyway, Mary refused to go, so she's here back. So what I was trying to say is that the Nigerian state can be better because we have everything to be better. It's a thing to be proud of. First, we need to get rid of this stupid mentality that we cannot do it. So we get to identify our identity. Look at our comparative advantage. Focus on that. People will start coming to Nigeria again. But we need to have a leader that has a vision. Not a leader that thinks the only thing to be loved is when America endorses you. No, you get to be endorsed by yourself. Let America begin to think of you and jealous you. The way they jealous America, let them jealous you. Because what you have, America don't have it. America don't have the kind of soil we have. Today, there's hurricane everywhere. We don't have it. How can you not be proud of coming from Nigeria? We're a blessed land. We're going to prove that to our children. Not with math. We're going to prove it to our children. The way I'm trying to impress my kids, that they should come to Nigeria week. I'm having a battle with them. So, will you fight to make that country better for us? Thank you very much for being a leader. I cost you a lot because I need you to change. Because together, we're going to come out a great nation. Mary, thank you very much for joining me today. You're looking beautiful as usual. And I know that one day you'll be the one. You know what Bob Marley said? They described one guy, Johnny. He said Johnny doesn't know how to read and write, but can play his guitar like ringing the bell. And he said, Johnny, keep on. One day you're going to be the leader of the reggae band. So I know one day you're going to lead this platform, Mary. So I'm proud of you. Keep running.
Thank you, Daddy Chris.
God bless you. That's how we end the show today, my people. Like I said, if you've not followed us before, follow us on all our social media handles. For those of you, my network is, my staff are going through transition. A lot of things we do at the same time. So we kind of always divided. But over the weekend, you will see new faces coming to support the show, to become a part of this show, to make the show better for every one of us. Again, thank you for joining me today. I know many of you want to don't cost me no verse. But if there's any good thing that God has put in my mind to say to you today, take it, use it. Together, if we build a good brand called Nigeria, people will start coming to us. We must not always go to others. We don't always need the endorsement of others. I believe in imitating good things. Enjoy trying to be like them. It's good. But do your own. Chinese, when they went to America in those days, they wanted to be like America. But they did not become America. They didn't live in American brand. They start making their own. Today they have their own. I pray that one day that Africa will start to make our own. That's why I end the show. But I won't end without saying this. This whole stupid currency. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about, maybe I should leave that one for my African program. The unification of the African state is important. Before I end Nigeria, release Kano. Release Kano. Release Kano. Goodbye.
Looking for a home away from home in Abuja? Look no further than Srtv Shortlet Apartments. Our fully furnished apartments offers everything you need for a comfortable and relaxing stay. Unwind in spacious rooms with exquisite ambience. Cook delicious meals in our well-equipped kitchen and relax in our comfortable sitting rooms watching your favorite shows. And guess what? 247 Wi-Fi available. But that's not all. Srtv goes extra mile by providing a car to take you around town during your stay. No need to worry about navigating public transportation or hailing taxis. Explore Abuja at your own pace. Book your Srtv Shortlet apartment today and experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. You can reach us
Srtv. Innovative.